Hi everybody, Mr. Politics here. And what shall we talk about? Well, let's talk about the migrants. Yes, the migrants say they're afraid of water. If you believe that, you believe anything. It's unbelievable. They wasn't afraid of water when they came across the channel in dinghies, was they? No, they wasn't complaining then when on their way over. It's unbelievable to say that they're afraid of water when they've come across on dinghies. It's ridiculous. They'll say anything. I mean, what do they want? Us to come and collect them? Well, which we already are. We're already a taxi service for them. As soon as they get into trouble, we have to go and help them. I mean, there's already been a tragedy happening over the weekend. I mean, these are already the lefties. They're already blaming the government when it's not the government's fault. Anybody should get the blame. It should be the people smugglers. They're the ones who should get the blame. But every time something like this happens, it's always the fault of the government. The lefties always have to blame the government. I mean, to say that they're afraid of water is laughable when they've got over here on dinghies. I mean, you just can't believe it, can you? I mean, it's non-stop. They just keep coming and coming and coming. What's the point of having borders when they're not secure? What they really are is criminals. Yes, they're criminals. I know people, the lefties don't like hearing that, but they are. It's a criminal offence. They're entering our country illegally. But we can't seem to stop them. The government seem to have lost control, which they'll probably say they haven't, but we all know they have. There's no stopping them. You wait till Labour get in. It'll be even worse if Labour get in. I mean, they say they will do a deal with the EU to stop them. It'll never happen. It'll never happen. Labour will be even worse. What can you do? I mean, all these do-gooders, all they go on about is there should be safe routes. But where to? Well, we know where to. There should only be one safe route to us, the UK. That's what they mean by that. No other they shouldn't go to any other countries. They should come to us. Only us. We're fighting a losing battle. That's what we're doing. We're fighting a losing battle. We're never going to win. We're always we're never going to win. Other European countries, they don't want to help us, especially the French. The French are just glad to get rid of them. They don't want them. I mean, when we was in the EU, there was no help to us trying to stop migrants from getting in. If you remember, before they come across on dinghies, they was trying to break into lorries and sneak aboard the lorries, and also they tried to get aboard ferries. Now them using dinghies to get across. It's just ridiculous. Like I said, we're fighting a losing battle. They just keep coming and coming and coming, and they come from all over the world countries which there are no wars, but they just use that as an excuse to come into our country. All they say is that our lives are in danger and we're being persecuted if we stay in a country. I mean, why don't they stay in France? Like I said, the French don't want them. I mean, France is a safe country. It's getting ridiculous now. People have had enough, and sooner or later people are going to say enough is enough, and I'm going to, well, do something about it. But politicians, you know what politicians are like. They don't take any notice of us. They don't listen. They think they're right and everybody else is wrong. And I suppose the lefties will be using this tragedy to what's happened as a stick to beat the government with, to say it's all your fault when it's not. It's the people smugglers who are responsible for it. But, you know, these lefties, they've got to blame somebody. Well, anyway, that's the end of the video. Like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you all again in another one.